How you doing? I'm Dave Hensman. This is my son Eric.
Hi, Bo. Hi.
You guys are watching
BushTroopers.com.
BushTroopers.com. Okay, guys, what we're going to do in this episode is I'm going to build a bug-out bike for my son. Well, we're going to build a bug-out bike together. Because one of the things that I found people have been asking is to do things more family-oriented. What do you do when you have kids? So, I got a kid. So basically, I want to show you guys what we do and how we're going to build this bug-out bike together, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to go through some of the changes. We picked up this bike at the Salvation Army. I got it for 20 bucks. I'm trying to keep everything on the really inexpensive because, well, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff to it, so the less money I spend, the better, because I don't have a lot. Anyway, so what's one of the things we're going to do with the bike?
We're going to paint it black.
We're going to paint it black. We're going to do a tune-up on it.
Tune up on the chain.
Yep, we're going to grease up the chain. Handlebars are a little bent. We're going to whack those into shape. What I like about this particular bike is if you're watching the whole thing, you'll notice there's no front suspension, there's no back suspension. I like that. I don't need a lot of suspension. This is kind of an off/on-road bike. And what we're going to do is, what I like is it has a gear system. So there's 5 speeds, which makes pedaling easier for Eric. And we also have the front brakes, rear brakes, but they're not disc. They're very simple. It's just standard brakes. This thing needs a lot of work. You see there's no air in the front tire because the front tire is actually shot. So I have to get a new inner tube for the front tire. So we're going to go get that today. We're going to try and take parts of the bike apart, do some repairs on it. It's got bar ends to make it easier for him to turn. Decent sized grips. Got a little bell for it. And what else I went and got was for $5 each. I got 2 of these little pouches. They're shave kits, but they're a great size. You can add on for little side bags, saddle bags. So I'm going to get a little bike rack for it. I've been looking around to try and find one secondhand, but I'm not having much luck. So I'll probably just go buy one. Unfortunately, I got to spend a bigger amount of money. But we'll have it in there. It'll be nice and set up. So I have that. I'll have the side pouches. We're going to paint it and add on the safety gear. I also have a light for it, and a backlight, flashing backlight, and we got a bike chain.
Yeah, and you know what? With those like bags, you could like put anything in it. Like you can put any water bottles in it, or like food, any kind of stuff you need.
That's right. Even tools to fix it, right?
Yeah, tools.
Yeah. So look at this, eh? High five for being smart. Look at that. What a survivor. Okay, so that's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to start with, I flip the bike over. The front tires are our biggest problem. As you zoom in, you'll probably be able to see there's lots of rust around here. So I'm going to scrape that down, clean it up. I'm also going to paint the spokes, the whole tire is going to be all painted a flat black. Everything's going to be painted flat black. I got the whole standard colors, black, olive drab, and a little bit of the tan color. So, Eric, what you need to do, bud, is you got to get here, you got to take this bolt off. We're missing one, so we take this one to the store too. Make sure we can line it up with the other one. Hang on.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll use the adjustable wrench to take off the nut.
That's right. Here, hold it up here. There you go. Oh,
Oops.
pull that off. Front tire's removed. You got it. Yeah, tuck it right in. Hold on. Wait. Oh. You just want to tuck that leather. Yeah, right in there, right underneath the rubber. Did you go in too far? Yeah, maybe too far. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Just like how I got that one. There you go. Good job. Then, oop.
It's a little difficult, guys.
So peel it right off. Good job. Okay, so we take out the inner tube. It's that. So it needs to be replaced. So we'll go pick one of those up.
Whoop.
I got it. Good job. End caps, so you can get some of those too. See how cheap they are.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Are you? What I've got to now is I've taken the brakes off of it, I've stripped the handlebars, I'm going to take off the back tire. What I'm finding is I can't strip this down the way I want to strip it down. Well, I can, but then it's a lot of work to put it all back together. I've just kind of moved things off to the side, so I'll spray paint around it, and then I can put the stuff back on. I was hoping to be able to strip it right down and go through it all, but for what I'm doing this project, it's still far too much detail work for, and I don't have the tools, and I'm not set up for the space here. So that's what I'm going to do right now, is just strip things off, and then move them over, spray paint, move it back, and then reassemble it. Okay, before I get painting stuff, I just went and got a few more goodies. So we got ourselves a back bike rack, so we'll be able to mount the saddlebags to it. The inner tube now, we also got a lock set, some lights, another lock set and lights over here. One of them's going on my bike, one's going on this one. I don't know which one I'm going to mount yet, I'm going to see. So we got the bike all apart, we're going to start painting, got the rims, got everything's ready to go. I'm going to spray paint this stuff, so I got to rough up the edges here, get rid of the rust, and I'm going to use the tape. I'm going to tape off the edges of the bolts so I don't get tape in there and clog it all up. Plus with the gear shift one, I'm going to get some paper, tuck it all up underneath here, wrap it around, big ball, so that it'll cover that as well, so I don't have to be chasing that down. Then we're going to rough up the frame and start painting.
Okay, so now you see us wiping off the rust from the tire.
Getting away any debris or dirt or anything.
Yeah.
I took the other rim, taped it off, and now I'm just tightening this rim a little bit. We're going around the rim. Best place to start so you don't redo everything. You start where the valve hole is, and then work your way in any which direction, doesn't really matter, it's up to you. But that way you're not going big circles over and over it again and missing your spot. Good job. Good, good. Don't spray in one spot. Keep it moving. A little closer. Watch your feet. Watch your feet, hillbilly kid. Get that one. Spray a bit out. Remember that. Yeah. We're in one spot again. We got masks on and stuff like that, but because we're outside, you know, it's a bit of a breezy day, so we're kind of okay.
Can you just paint one ant?
Oh, you are such a boy. See, it's a flat black, so it looks really good.
Yeah.
All right?
It's
And
flat.
then we'll flip it over in a few minutes to the other.
You're using sandpaper to knock that off the blue one and put on black.
Roughing it up.
Then we'll rough it up.
Paint stick there. Doesn't have to be perfect, just a little rough. Okay, what's our next goal? Wipe down, just give it a quick wipe, get rid of all the dust. That's the point. Keep moving.
So you see now that we spray painted the tires black, and now you'll see that we're spray painting the bike.
I love this kid.
He gets that when he being nuts.
Okay, so I got the green paint. We'll do black and green. That's all the camouflage I'm doing. But I'm doing the front end. I'm going to turn it around to the other half of the front end and leave the back end because I'm going to wrap up the chain, wrap up all the parts. I don't want to disconnect the chain because I don't have all the parts. I got to get a new chain. I got to replace it. I don't really want to replace it this time. If I can salvage it, I'm gonna. I've got a lot of grease though. I'm going to grease the heck out of it, grease all the parts before I put it all back together. So it's looking good. I'm thinking anyway. What do you think, bud?
Great.
Great. Okay, so stay tuned. We'll just keep working away at it and get her done. You're watching
BoostTubers.com.